Oh, hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Shalita here. You guys, this week has been, can I say shit? This week has been a shit show. Make sure I put a little space in there so I can bleep them. And not even like the entire week, like the last 48 hours. Woke up with hot flashes. My employer screwed up on my paycheck. I missed a book signing event because I decided to work some overtime, and then time got away from me. And I missed the event. I was rushing, and it was like, you know what? There's no way. Not only that. Okay, so I missed the book event, but also the book event, what's crazy is I was like super salty because the book event, the venue changed. So I mean, like, I was like seething all morning about it, right? And then, crap happened with work, and I ended up not making it anyway. So, yeah, and I know in the grand scheme of things, it could be worse. It could be worse. Like, I get that. I know that. Becky, I don't need you to tell me that it could be worse. There's worse things out here than hot flashes and screwed up paychecks and missing book events and yada, yada, yada. I know that it could be worse. I'm a child of trauma, okay? I know it could be worse. Yeah, I mean, like, I need my money. And I was looking forward to that book event. And I was sleeping good that night. Just to be woke up, like, out of dead of sleep with a freaking hot flash. So, I don't know, I'm just in my feelings right now. And y'all know how we are. How us book girlies are. There's only one thing to make us feel better. And that's book shopping. But, as I said, my employer screwed up on my paycheck. So, sis can't be out here just spending money willy-nilly. This is not this is not the sad girl era where it takes her to Barnes and Noble. We're not doing that. But I mean, I still want to placate myself. I still want to treat myself. So we're at the Goodwill, guys. And this is I have not been in a thrift store or Goodwill in at least 10 plus years. So I'm excited. I definitely haven't been in one as a book girly. So we're going to go in here and see what we can find. Normally when I call myself going book thrifting, in the past, I've gone to, half price books, right? Take my little $20, my little $25 and see what we can get. But I have a feeling that we can definitely make $20 stretch here in Goodwill. So we're gonna go book shopping in Goodwill. I'm giving myself a $20 budget. See what we can come up with for $20. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. Where are my Goodwill shoppers at? I've seen so many like Goodwill videos lately, and I'm like, I'm jealous. Like, I need to know, like, y'all got some good stuff up in there. I am eager for the challenge of getting lost in the books today. So we need something to take our mind off of, my little first world problems. So that's what we're gonna do today. Yeah, you guys know the drill. Like and subscribe for more. Let's see what pops off. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we can shake loose. Okay. All right, let me get in here because I'm wasting so much time. I haven't even had coffee yet, so I'm definitely gonna have to go get some coffee after this, honeys. All right, honeys, let's get on in there. know y'all fucking lying. I know y'all are fucking lying. Y'all, first of all, stop playing. Y'all and y'all little Goodwill videos, y'all can kiss my tail. Did y'all? I done went up in here, and this is big. This is huge, right? I'm thinking I'm about to find some good books, baby. Did I not already say that I'm in my sad girl era? So why did I walk in there? Why did I walk in there? This is it. This section. This is arm's length, maybe. That's it? This is it?
Wait a minute. What's this? This ain't enough. Make it enough.
Where are the books? Where are the books? Yo, I'm sad. Like, I'm still sad. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah, I'm trying not to cuss, but where are the books? Yeah, so that was a bust. Wow. How about y'all just ruin my video for me? Okay, so y'all don't really know what we finna do. I don't know. This footage might not see the light of day, because I mean, I guess I could go to half price. Tack $5 on there. Y'all, and I'm trying to think of what I got last time at half price. I don't know that I've had a whole lot of success at half price. The books that I have purchased the past few times, I don't even know if I read any of them. Let's see. I got Shiver, and I did read Shiver. But I think every book that I have purchased so far from half price, I have not read yet. But we're not talking about reading. We talking about buying books. Those are two separate hobbies. There's buying books and there's reading books. And I'm sad right now, so I want to buy books. So, yeah, I gotta go that way anyway. Because I have to pick up a pre-order from one of the indie bookstores. So, yeah, I think that's the look. I think we're gonna roll down here to half price. We're gonna roll to half price. Y'all, this shade is effing me up. Like, where's y'all can't even see me. Yeah, I think we gotta redeem this. So we're gonna go to half price, see what we can find, and yeah, I'm gonna go to half price, see what we can find at half price. That's the look. That's what we're doing. Give myself a $25 budget. I don't even have to spend a whole $25. $25 is my budget. There will be no talking, because half price always holds me, and they're always playing like some loud, crazy music, and I'm not trying to get a copyright, but I will take you guys in there. We will shop together. But y'all not going. I'm probably not gonna talk. Let's just go. Let's just go. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. Let's go. And I need some damn coffee, bro. All right. This week will be redeemed in the name of Jesus. All right, let's go.
Didn't happen like that. It took me a minute to notice it. It was holding me back. It's time to move on to bigger things. Can't live in the past. Moving on to future me. I wonder who she will be. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh, think it's meant to be. Scary at first when you change, but it's better than being stuck here in your way. used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was strong, but I'm glad that I was wrong. Think I knew it all along. This would never be enough. Now I see that I've evolved, going after what I want. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was strong, but I'm glad that I was wrong. Think I knew it all along. This would never be enough. Now I see that I've evolved, going after what I want. Maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh, always meant to be. Oh, always meant to be. Oh, yeah, always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh.
Wouldn't have price. We did get some books. Got us a few books. I went over budget just a little bit. So I was giving myself, you know, the little $25 leeway, little, you know, a little something, something. So we did go over just a smidge. Let's see. So we got 4 books and we spent $29.11. Okay, so we went out a little bit, whatever. All right. So y'all, I clearly, I mean, it's half price books. It's a, you know, used bookstore. So I did not go in with a game plan in mind. I just kind of floated around. Like normally when I go in there, like I make a beeline for like young adult, and then I branch out after that. But I just wanted to, you know, wander around, be a little lost lamb for a little bit. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so the first book that I picked up, or not necessarily the first book that I picked up, but anyway, the first book is The House of E. This book, y'all, I rated this book 5 stars. I have read it, but I listened to the audiobook last year, and it was like the first book of the year for me, right out of the gate, banger. But I've been wanting to pick it up because I'm like, I want it for my collection. I want to own it. But just a really phenomenal read. For those of you who have not read this, this is a historical fiction. It follows our two main characters, Ruby, who is, I think she's like 15 or 16, somewhere between 15 and 17, whatever. She's a teenager. And then we have Eleanor, who is I think she's a college freshman or sophomore or something like that. Anyway, they're both black women in Philadelphia. One's in Philly, I think, and one's in DC. And so Ruby just, she comes from a pretty terrible background. Her mom's a piece of shit, but just a life of poverty, and she is in a special program that's, it's like a college readiness program. And if she's successful in this program, she'll be the first of her family to go to college. And then we have Eleanor, who is probably more or less like, you know, middle class, lower middle class, but still, you know, by high society standards, you know, she's poor. And we just follow both of their journeys. You know, Ruby kind of meets her little boy, meets her little guy, falls in love, gets into some trouble. And then Eleanor, you know, also meets a fella, falls in love, but, you know, he comes from a very well-to-do family. And you just see the obstacles that they're both trying to overcome in their life, and their paths will cross. There's a twist to this story, which is excellent, but this is just such an excellent portrayal of, because I think it's set in the 40s. Yeah, I think it's set in the 40s. Could be wrong on that, but no, 50s. Okay, it's set in the 50s, and you just see the, you know, the time period back then, you know, the racism, sexism, you know, with the differences in, you know, the wealthy and the poor, you know, even amongst the black community, rich black, poor black. Excellent read, and I'm glad that I finally picked it up to, you know, add to my collection. Right, next. Okay, so next, y'all know I have been in my young adult bag lately, and I think I saw this on Instagram like earlier this year or something, but this is a young adult horror, and this is The Sacrifice by Ren Chupeco. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, so funny story. I started reading a book by this author like a few years back. It was an audiobook. I never finished it. I think it was The Girl in the Well. Not that it was bad. It wasn't a bad listen or anything like that. I just didn't finish it. But this, I mean, the cover. That cover eats, okay? So this story is like set on an island in the Philippines, and there's like a whole legend about, you know, this monstrous god and sacrifices and things like that. And then you get this film crew that, you know, because they know, you know how people are, nosy as hell, you know, they want to come and document this, you know, they want to see what all the hype's about, as far as this legend is concerned. So it sounds like there's going to be, you know, some guts, gore, death, things like that. So I am excited to read this one. All right, so next we have 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I have not read anything by her yet, but I know that this is one that has just been on my list. It is one that everybody has talked about and read, and I'm just late to it. So this is like a second chance romance. So we have our two main characters. We've got Eva and Shane. So Eva and Shane are both writers, right? And apparently they have a little history from back when they were like teenagers or something. Yeah, they have a history from when they were teenagers. They had a little fling, a little romance. And now, you know, they all being grown 15 years later, their paths cross at like a writer's retreat or, you know, writer's conference, something like that. And sounds like sparks are gonna fly again, but, you know, they got history. So there's also some obstacles, sounds like, that they're gonna have to overcome. It almost seems like, you know, I should wait to read this in June. You know, because I mean, 7 days in June. I mean, it sounds like this is a summer read, right? This is all gonna take place in June. I imagine there's probably gonna be some flashing back and forth, considering it's a second chance romance. So I imagine we may get some glimpses into their teenage years and back to, you know, the adult years, back and forth. That's at least what I'm anticipating. So I don't know. Okay, I feel like I am talking fast, and it's because it's the end of the afternoon. It's time for kids to start getting out of school, and you know, I'm trying to wrap this up for these little badass kids start coming down the street. There was literally some little badass kids walking past while I was filming, and they were definitely smoking the devil's lettuce. You could smell it coming off of them. Okay, last and final book is Cinderella's Dead by Kaylin Bayron. You all know that I read You're Not Supposed to Die Here Tonight by Caitlin Bayron, and I fell in love. I have to have everything that she's written, because that book was just so entertaining. It just sucked me in and just, you know, held my attention. It was a very good read, very fun time. So I've just decided that I need to collect the rest of her, you know, her backlist. So anyway, Cinderella is Dead I guess it's kind of a Cinderella retelling. It's supposed to be set like 200 years after Cinderella has her happily ever after. But it is set in this time period where, you know, it sounds like girls are oppressed. You know, girls are basically just groomed for marriage. You know, like that's their only purpose in this world. So there's this annual ball that all these teenage girls have to attend, and it's not just for fun and to show off your dress. It's basically so they can be put on the market for marriage. But our main character, Sophia, you know, she has other ideas in mind. She would rather marry her best friend Aaron than to, you know, devote her life and be chained to some man. But I mean, it's about Cinderella, so you know, there's clearly going to be, you know, some fantastical elements to this. So I guess this is on the lines of a young adult fantasy / young adult romantasy. So yeah, I think this is going to be like a cute, fun read. Unlike the You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, you know, that was horror. So I think this is more on the lines of like cozy fantasy maybe. All right, friends, well, that is all that I have for you today. We have our little haul from Half Price. I'm not giving up on the Goodwill. I'm not giving up. We will try that again. It needs a do-over at a different location, but I'm satisfied with the things that I did get from Half Price. So if you've read any of these, let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until the next one, bye.